A very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News, coming to you live and direct from the Prime TV studios with me, Abrar Abid. Now, before we go into our stories in detail, let's take a look at our headlines. Several areas are impacted by strong and gusty winds. Sri Lanka and Cambodia signed 2 agreements. Consensus reached to set up the new National Democratic Front. Warning is issued to the public on fever medication. Bomb attack in Kabul kills at least 18 people. In our lead story, 1,234 members of 293 families had been impacted due to the strong windy conditions. The Disaster Management Centre said that action is being taken to grant them compensation and relief. The Department of Meteorology has forecast that the prevailing windy conditions over the country and surrounding sea areas and showering conditions in the southwestern part of the island are expected to continue during the next few days. The wind speed is likely to enhance over northern, north-central, western, northwestern and central provinces and over Trincomalee district up to 50 to 60 kilometers at times. Sudden increase of wind speed of up to 70 kilometers per hour can be expected over northern and north-central provinces and over Trincomalee district, particularly in the afternoon and night. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces. Several spells of showers will occur in Mana, Jaffna and Anuradhapura districts. Heavy rainfall above 100 millimeters are likely at some places in western, central, northwestern and Sabaragamuwa provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. There may also be temporary localized strong winds from up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour during thunder showers. The department has also issued a warning for heavy rain, strong winds and rough seas in the sea areas off the coast extending from Mana to Kalathura via Puttalam. Meanwhile, there were obstructions to movement of traffic following fallen trees in areas such as in the Gampaha, Yakkala and Miriswata area last evening due to the strong winds. Trees had fallen onto the Colombo Kandy, Gampaha Colombo and Gampaha Nitambua, Gampaha roads. Heavy damages had been inflicted to houses in the Attanagalla Tiharia area in Attanagalla. Movement of traffic was obstructed as a result of fallen trees. The Disaster Management Centre has taken immediate steps to provide relief for damaged houses and property. Some houses in the Kurundupeti area in Vavuniya suffered damages as a result of the strong winds. Action has been taken to repair the houses that are damaged. There are obstructions to the movement of traffic along the Colombo-Hatton main road due to fallen trees and power lines as a result of the strong gusty winds and heavy rainfall experienced in the western slopes of the central hills. Fallen trees had blocked the Ginigathena Millagahamula areas and the Ginigathena Pitavala roads. The police were compelled to direct vehicles up to this morning through alternate roads. Immediate action was taken to repair damages caused to the falling power lines. Meanwhile, the police have called on drivers using the Hatton-Colombo and Hatton-Norelia main roads to be cautious. In more local news, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Minister Sajith Premadasa have reached a consensus that the Democratic National Front should be expeditiously established under the leadership of the United National Party on behalf of the forthcoming presidential election. According to this consensus, a group of leaders of the United National Front met the Prime Minister last evening for discussions with respect to the amendments that should be effected to Democratic National Front Constitution. It was discussed at the United National Party Working Committee that amendments should be effected to the Constitution. Action was initiated to hand over the new amendments given to Minister Kabir Hashim to the parties coming under the purview of the United National Front. A senior spokesman of the United National Party said that based on the consensus reached between the Prime Minister and Minister Sajith Premadasa that a broad alliance targeting the presidential election should be established, amendments to the constitution of the new alliance should be forwarded and completed within the next 2 days. The Health Ministry has called on the public to abstain from using anti-allergic pain medication, including aspirin for fever. The ministry said that cases of worsening of the illness after using such medication have been reported from several areas in the country. Anti-allergic pain medications such as aspirin, ibuprofen, diclofenac sodium and mefenamic acid or steroidal medications such as prednisolone, methylprednisolone, dexamethasone should not be given to a patient who is suffering from fever. Use of such medication may worsen the illness and might prove deadly if administered to a patient with dengue. The ministry in a statement said that although in some districts there has been a decline in the number of dengue cases, an increase in the number of dengue cases has been reported in some districts due to the monsoon rains. In more news at home, a ministerial cabinet subcommittee has been appointed to look into the Batticaloa University. Minister Mano Ganesan said that the subcommittee comprises 5 cabinet ministers. The minister said that the cabinet had finally received a report on a school that has been set up in Batticaloa through the ERA Foundation Stone after the issue was discussed in Parliament. Accordingly, the cabinet has established a subcommittee on the matter. Ministers Mangala Samaravira and Malik Samravikrama. Lucky Jayawardena, who was in the cabinet, was in the committee. Rauf Hakim has retaken his portfolio and Lucky Jayawardena is not a minister and it is not clear yet whether Rauf Hakim is included in this committee. However, he is the minister in charge of the higher education. The committee has met twice. But it has been found that the time period given for the committee is not sufficient. The cabinet has further extended the period of the committee for 1 month. He said that the committee will inquire as to how it has received funds from abroad. 3 suspects, including former presidential chief of staff accused Gamini Senarath, have been acquitted. This is the first ruling given by the Special High Court established to expedite cases related to fraud and corruption. They were accused of misappropriating funds worth 500 million rupees belonging to Canman Holdings Company of Litrogas Lanka by making an illegal investment in Helenco Hotel Private Limited. The Attorney General had filed this case under 24 charges. The other suspects are former Managing Director of Sri Lanka Insurance Pedasa Kuda Balage and Lasantha Bandara. Delivering the verdict, the 3-member judge panel, Sampath Abekon, Sampath Vijayaratna and Champa Janaki, mentioned that the charge against the defendants had not been proved beyond doubt. The Colombo High Court today ordered to summon the case filed against former Minister Vimal Veeravansa on the 28th of this month. The case has been filed by the Bribery Commission. He is accused of fraudulently earning funds and property worth 75 million rupees that cannot be earned from his income. The Attorney General said that several documents related to the case that had so far not been received are slated to be handed over to the defence party. The Colombo Fort Magistrates Court has ordered the Kolpiti police to lodge a complaint with respect to an assault said to have been made on retired Major Ajit Prasanna. Deputy Minister Palitha Thevarapiruma and Parliamentarian Hesha Vitana, who are on bail with regard to the incident, appeared in court today. The case was postponed for the 9th of next month. Ministers Mangala Samaravira and Harin Fernando have pointed out that many foreign jobs are available for Sri Lankan workers. They made this reference joining in the launch of the Ran Piyapath program. Ran Piyapath is operative as a special program mooted by the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment for workers who are taking up foreign jobs. Vocational training and guidance, special loan facilities and insurance cover are being provided for workers who are taking up foreign jobs. A group including several ministers and parliamentarians were present. Minister Mangala Samaravira pointed out that Korea and Japan are now open for Sri Lankan workers. There is a high demand even in countries such as the United States and Germany for technicians, nurses and attendants. He revealed that several centres are slated to be opened in the future as a budget proposal. Especially if workers are to leave for countries such as the United States as nurses, it will be easy for them to secure visa if they have the necessary training. Minister Harin Fernando said if Sri Lanka can send trained and even untrained workers to Japan, it is high that the opportunity should be seized. This can change Sri Lanka's direction. A 10-year visa is given. He said that if a person goes out of the country with knowledge, he would not be deserted. Minister Rajitha Senarath has said that he was able to increase the number of cancer institutions, children's hospitals and maternity hospitals after assuming his ministerial portfolio. He made this reference joining in a function to distribute medical equipment for cancer wards. The minister said that several initiatives have been taken to increase the facilities of clinics and cancer wards in hospitals throughout the island. The distribution of equipment needed for units treating cancer patients took place under the patronage of Minister Rajatha Senarath at the National Blood Transfusion Centre in Narahempita. Its value was 300 million rupees. Health Services Director General Dr. Anil Jasinghe was among those present on the occasion. In more news at home, on the occasion of the ASEAN Day 2019, the embassies and the High Commission of ASEAN member states based in Colombo organized the ASEAN Day celebration in Colombo. The inaugural ceremony was held today at the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Colombo. Addressing the gathering, Thailand ambassador to Sri Lanka and ASEAN chair Chilamani Chatsuwan said that ASEAN has initiated multiple platforms which help contribute to regional peace and prosperity.
ASEAN's strength lies in its being threatening to none and welcoming all. With such strength, ASEAN has been playing pivotal roles in offering platforms for the contending powers of all sizes and political inclinations from around the world to meet, to build confidence, to agree to disagree, and probably to agree on some solution to common challenges. To illustrate this convening power of ASEAN, the 52nd ASEAN Foreign Minister meetings and related meetings held in Bangkok last week brought together 32 countries and the ASEAN Secretariat to Bangkok, on top of over 200 bilateral meetings among various participants.
The movies related to the ASEAN Film Festival will be displayed at the Cinema Hall of the National Film Corporation from tomorrow to the 11th of this month. 2 individuals have been killed and 4 others sustained injuries in a lorry accident. The bus, which was plying towards Norelia along the Velimada-Norelia road, had collided with the dam by the side of the road in the Belongala area. The police pointed out that the cause of the accident may have been a technical fault of the lorry. 2 youths aged 18 and 19 years and residing in the Hambantota area had died in this accident. The 4 injured persons have been admitted to the Velimada Base Hospital, while 3 who were critically injured have been transferred to the Badulla General Hospital. In more news at home, the proceedings of the Committee on Public Enterprises and other sectorial oversight committees are to be open to the media from tomorrow. The Speaker's office said that accordingly, the activities of COPE can accordingly be reported live. Let's now take a look at the very latest in the business arena. The government has decided to provide a 6-month deferral period for the hotels registered under Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority to pay their 1% levy on turnover. The Cabinet approved the proposal presented by Tourism Development, Wildlife and Christian Religious Affairs Minister John Amaratunga to grant a 6-month deferral period from the 1st of January 2019 for the payment of tourism development levy and to recover the lease amount in 12 equal installments. The move comes as another financial relief for the tourist establishments hit hard by April's Easter Sunday terror attacks. Tourist arrivals plunged by 50% and 70% soon after the 21st of April Easter Sunday terror attacks on 3 churches and an equal number of 5-star hotels, killing 250 people, including 50 foreigners. And that is all the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow for the very latest. For the Prime TV News team, I'm Abrar Abid. A very good evening and take care.